Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to give you an update on Petrojam. Now we're driving on Marcus Garvey Road, or we're heading on to Marcus Garvey Road where Petrojam is located. It's probably the most popular building on Marcus Garvey Drive. And that's Tinsipen to the left, and if we had continued straight we would have gone on to the Portmore Expressway. Now Petrojam is an oil refinery in Jamaica, and it's owned 51% by the Jamaican government and 49% by a Venezuelan company. I'm not sure if it's a Venezuelan government or a Venezuelan company. I think it's a government. So what happened is Venezuela had a lot of sanctions put on them, and in an attempt for Jamaica not to get any sanctions, Venezuela owning 49% of the oil refinery, Jamaica took over Venezuela's share of the oil refinery. And that case is now in court. It's in the International Court of Justice. So we are going to go through an article that gives more information on what's happening here. The dispute over the compulsory acquisition of Venezuela's 49% stake in Petrojam, Jamaica's state-owned oil refinery, remains an active case before the International Court of Justice. The matter revolves around how much compensation Venezuela should receive for its former shareholding in Petrojam, following the Jamaican government's 2019 decision to seize the stake owned by Petrojam Venezuela SA. Energy Minister Darrell Vaz recently provided an update on the issue during a standing Finance Committee session where he responded to questions from opposition Member of Parliament Lothan Cousins regarding Jamaica's preparedness for a potential adverse ruling by the ICJ. Petrojam, Jamaica's sole oil refinery, has long been a strategic asset for the country's energy sector. In 2006, Venezuela, through its state-owned oil company PDVSA, acquired a 49% stake in Petrojam as part of a broader energy partnership between the two nations. However, relations between Jamaica and Venezuela deteriorated in the years leading up to the 2019 acquisition, largely due to international sanctions imposed on the Nicolas Maduro-led government by the United States. The Jamaican government argued that Venezuela's continued involvement in Petrojam posed a threat to Jamaica's energy security and economic stability, particularly given the risk associated with U.S. sanctions. As a result, Prime Minister Andrew Holness tabled legislation in February 2019 for the compulsory acquisition of PDVSA shares in Petrojam. The bill outlined the following provisions. The 49% stake would be transferred to the Accountant General held in trust for the Jamaican government. Compensation would be provided based on the fair market value of Petrojam. However, Venezuela disputed the valuation and insisted that Jamaica had no legal grounds for the forced acquisition of its shares. This led to an escalation of the matter, culminating in Venezuela taking the case to the International Court of Justice in 2023 to determine appropriate compensation. The ICJ, based in Hague, Netherlands, is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations and is responsible for settling disputes between states. The arbitration will focus on determining the fair market value of Venezuela's stake in Petrojam, which will influence the compensation Jamaica must pay. A key legal issue in the case is whether Jamaica's compulsory acquisition of the shares was lawful under international law and whether the compensation being offered aligns with the actual market value of PDVSA's stake. If the ICJ rules in favor of Venezuela, Jamaica may be required to pay a higher settlement than initially anticipated. The Petrojam dispute between Jamaica and Venezuela remains a complex legal and diplomatic issue, now in the hands of the International Court of Justice. While Jamaica justified the compulsory acquisition on energy security grounds, the arbitration process will determine the outcome. Alright, guys, so that is the end of the update article. Let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Alright, guys, have a good day.